Ooh, lovely. What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the best subreddit on the entirety of the internet. It's r/facepalm. Look, if you don't know what facepalm is, firstly, you've been living under a rock, and secondly, get ready for a whale of a time in the next 10 minutes. Let's go.
Set the whales free!
The spread of coronavirus is based on two factors. One, how dense the population is, and two, how dense the population is. You wrote the same thing twice. What's the other one? No, see, you're number two. Yeah, you definitely fall into category number two. Kids could end up in foster care over lunch debts. Pennsylvania school district warns parents. Looks like a nice meal, to be fair. I would rather have that for lunch than the stuff that you normally get at schools. They are threatening to take children away from their families because their parents can't afford to pay off a school lunch debt. This country really, really hates poor people. Oh, Jesus, yeah, it's very true. Maybe try and help the poor people rather than take their kids away. Just an idea. This guy has been buying bay leaves, as you can see on this picture right here, when there's a massive bay tree outside his front door. He's lived there for over a year, and he didn't realize that massive tree was a bay tree, and he's been buying these tiny little leaves. Oh, it's so good. In World War II, Londoners were asked to black out their homes at night so the enemy bombers wouldn't see the lights and know where to target. No Londoner said, "It's my right to have lights on," because others would say, "Your light on endangers us." Now substitute light for mask. Now argue. Yes, everyone argue amongst yourselves in the comments. To mask or not to mask? That is the question where the answer is kind of straightforward. Never let a stranger sit by themselves. You'll be surprised what tales they have to tell. And there is that stranger. By the way, I've got to say, lovely white jacket. And there we go. A couple of lads went over and sat with her. Good lads. Bro, this is your grandma. We go to church together. Come on. He did this for clout? He lied about going to sit next to a stranger and it was his grandma for likes on the internet? I would do the same. I'm sorry, but in all seriousness, that is terrible. It affects virtually nobody, Trump says of the coronavirus, which has now killed 200,000 Americans and counting. 200,000 people is virtually nobody. Come on, guys. It's not as if it's like 3 stadiums full worth of people. Trump, you're making it hard. You're making it hard for people to vote to you. Well, you're making it easy for idiotic people to vote for you, but for normal people, you're making it hard for them.
That's what she said.
I'm going to buy your book, then burn it. Well, why stop there? Buy 10 copies and burn them. That'll really show me. Oh, Owen, he knows what he's doing here. He knows what he's doing. Guys, what's stopping you from doing this with your partner? What? Pretty much hanging over the side of a cliff. I mean, yeah, the water looks really nice, but it also looks quite a long way down over the side of a cliff. Well, I'll tell you what's stopping me. Common sense. Because I don't want to die today. Fair play. I'm on a Zoom call with economists. Apparently, they recently found out that when people don't have money, they can't buy things. That is what? No, that's got to be a joke. What? That is blowing my mind. Can you believe that? Unbelievable discoveries in 2020. Don't you tell me it's totally a bad year, because look at this. We're finding out amazing things like this. Incredible scenes. These huge companies all started from a garage. What's your excuse? Look, here's Apple's garage, the original Disney shed, Amazon's garage, and there's Google's garage as well. Well, my excuse is I don't have a garage. So there's that. Where am I meant to start my multi-billion-dollar worth business when there is no garage in my house? Come on, you haven't thought about that, have you? It burns when I pee. That's how I know this hot. Hopefully you're gonna realize that something is wrong. Oh god. Good pun. Yeah, hopefully you realize that's not a good sign when your pee is burning. It's kind of weird, actually. My mum asked me if I was a lesbian, and I was like, no way. I love big fat pees in my mouth. And she still got upset. Well, which one do you want, Mum? You can either have that or you can be it's up to you. You got to be happy with one of them. Come on. Guys, the reason why the UK is getting a second wave is because it fits the political agenda and narrative. Not because we have these mass protests with thousands of people not wearing a mask all within a very, very close proximity to one another. That is not the reason. It suits the narrative. My lab partner said, "Hi, I'm Christian." And I said, "Hi, I'm Muslim." Christian is his name. Oh my god. Yep, that's my social interactions in a nutshell. So awkward. Like, what do you do after you've had this sort of event occur? You're just like, yeah, okay, Christian, we're never going to talk again. This has been very awkward. See you, mate. Okay, so this is how they were seating fans at a college football game, it looks like. Now, I have to ask, can you only contract COVID horizontally? Yeah, it's almost as if mouths don't face right down onto other people. I mean, yes, you can't get it through the back of your head, for example, but what if you just turned around for a second? I don't get it. You have to be 2 meters apart or 1 meter apart in every direction, don't you? Well, look at that cheeky little dance. Anyway, it makes no sense to me. Hey, you see this COVID-19 compliance officer? Yeah, he's not really sticking to the rules. Honestly, I don't even know if this is legit. I mean, it must be legit, but half of me thinks that it's so stupid that it's just set up for a good meme on the internet. Like, come on. How can you be that dumb? Look at what's on the back of your jacket, man. Axe invented in 6000 BC. People in 6001 BC, just chopping down trees easily with their hands. No, you mean 5999 BC. No, that's not how BC years work, dude. For God's sake. In breaking news moments like this, there should be a type of podcast you can listen to in real time, easily accessible for free. Radio. You're thinking of radio. It's possible that this already exists, my friend. I'm not completely sure, but it's possible. Notice, only one person in this meeting room at a time. This meeting room, you say, where you tend to meet other people. Only one person allowed. Now, don't get me wrong, you can have a meeting on your own, but it'd just be a bit of a weird format, wouldn't it? It's a very strange one. Very, very strange. I can just imagine one person in there on their own just thinking to themselves, but having like an internal dialogue, or maybe speaking out loud, having that meeting that they needed to have, but only on their own. It still works. Not vegan friendly on the t-shirt. That's a great start. I eat twice as much meat, just so that one vegan thinks he or she is making a difference, but they're actually making no difference at all. Yeah, the size of that barbecue. If he's going to get through all that meat, then I've got to say, I don't completely agree with what he's doing, but wow, what an effort he's putting in to just make one vegan feel like they're doing something, when in reality, they're not at all. He's the real hero of our generation. And by hero, I mean kind of a loser. Man spills gravy on laptop. Arrested when tech support workers find child prawn. Robert, my friend. Well, not my friend. You're probably my enemy if you've got child prawn on your computer. What a way to go. I mean, it's not funny that you have child stuff on your computer, but what is funny is the way you have found out. You can just imagine him on his computer having some roast dinner, pouring a little bit of gravy. Oh no, what have I done here? It's all over my laptop. I gotta get the tech support workers in. They come in, they're like, hey Robert, can I help you out? He's like, yeah, sure man. Can you help me get this gravy off my computer? I think it's damaged it. Yeah, sure Robert man. Let me just take a look through there. Oh, what's that, Robert? I thought you said there was gravy on your computer, not child images. We're gonna have to tell someone about that, mate. I'm so sorry, but also not sorry because we caught you. What a way to go, Robert. What a way to go. Lower cognitive ability linked to non-compliance with social distancing guidelines during the coronavirus. Well, of course it does, right? If you're not able to understand why you should put a mask on during the coronavirus pandemic, then yeah, you probably are a little bit more dumb than the majority of other people. I don't know what lower cognitive ability means, but I certainly won't wear a mask ever. Yep, that's my point proven then. TikTok users are shaving down their teeth with nail files. Dentists say it could cause permanent damage. Why would you ever do that? I don't understand. You don't want all your teeth to be in a straight line, do you? You want it to be like the big teeth have got to be a bit bigger. Isn't that the point of them, you know? TikTok blows my mind. It really does. Really does. TikTok blows my mind. TikTok blows my mind. It really does. And not in a good way. Alright, the woman I'm about to show you guys, just bear this in mind. She says she won't wear a mask because it makes her look silly. Okay, remember that. Makes her look silly. Yet, she's fine wearing this. Right, let's depict this. Let's go through this then. So, first of all, the GoPro on the head. Okay, wearing a GoPro is okay. I mean, a lot of cool skateboarders and skiers do it, so I've not got anything wrong with that. Secondly, the hat. It's not great. The American flag bandana. Okay. The huge bug-eye sunglasses. I'm not a fan of. The double chin. Well, okay, we won't touch on that. That's a bit rude. Let's carry on. Then there's like some weird vest thing with the American flag, the Trump shirt, the weird rucksack with the strap around the middle. Like, what are you doing? Hiking or something? I don't get that one. Then the selfie stick with the phone attached. You've got a GoPro on your head. Do you really need a selfie stick as well? Isn't that not a little bit too much? Now I move on to the best part of the entire outfit, in my opinion. It's the bottom half. Those trousers, those pants, as you like to say, are absolutely incredible. Followed up by those boots. Amazing. You don't look silly at all, woman. You look absolutely lovely. I always say I was born too late. Wouldn't it have been lovely to be born in the 1920s, where people like... Wait, that's Katy Perry, isn't it? Where a lot... So I didn't realise she was born in 1920s America. Almost as if you can make a coloured photo black and white, or you can just take a black and white photo. Insane. To my blind followers, and then what is that a load of ASL? How are they meant to? Yeah, how are they supposed to read this? I was about to ask the same thing. Sama, weird name. I mean, how is that helpful in any way? I don't get this. But then someone has replied, "It's sign language. Are you dumb? What? So that means they can hear it or something?" Sign language is not for blind people. Don't know if you know that. It's actually for deaf people. Braille is for blind people, and you can't put that on Twitter. That's for sure. 14-year-old student builds an atomic bomb as a science project. Wow. That boy who got arrested for making a clock that his school thought was a bomb. Oh, what? How come the rules don't apply to me as well? I want to win some prizes. Yeah, I tell you what, that is a very risque project, especially if the atomic bomb works. Or maybe the government are like, hey, you know what? That's a really good project. Now we'll take that from you and use it on North Korea. Wait, is that actually true? Trump deducted $70,000 in haircuts in 1 year. Meanwhile, teachers are limited to a maximum $250 deduction for school supplies they buy with their own salary. Trump spent $70,000 in haircuts in 1 year. That cannot be true. If that is actually legit, that is insane. I mean, how many haircuts do you guys get? I get one about, well, to be fair, I'm quite lazy. So one about, 6 weeks? Maybe even longer, maybe 8 weeks. So how many is that a year? 6? But let's call it 6 or 7. And mine costs what? I don't know, £15? So that's what? Let's call it £100 for me. So Trump has $70,000 worth of haircuts. That's like what, $10,000 per haircut? Oh my gosh. My school just installed the new lights and now we can't use the projector. No, okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. It doesn't get much more stupid than this. I mean, you say you can't use the projector. You still can, but only the very, very top half, and it may be obstructed by a light. So what would you rather, be able to use the projector or have a light in your room? It's a really tough one for me. I don't know, guys. I don't know anymore. But anyway, if you have enjoyed it, this is going to be the end of this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below which was your favorite post. And if you want more facepalm, well, lucky for you, I've made a big old playlist of all my facepalm videos right there. Trust me, in my opinion, they are some of the best videos on this channel. And if you want more videos apart from facepalm, well, just subscribe. Click this button here. I make new ones every single day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new one.